And welcome to Hero Power. I am your host, Avanties, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Zara. Wait, we've got Matt at Arms this week. Woohoo!
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we were recording past Roshiel's bedtime. He turned into a pumpkin, and so they had to get me. So, and
Hey,
we're
we're
playing.
always
We're
glad
playing.
to get you anytime we
Yeah,
can.
exactly. Yeah, and it's also the fact that we're playing a Warlock deck this week, and I insisted that we play this Warlock deck.
We all know Zeroshio's allergic to Warlock.
Yeah, so if you think about hitting yourself in the face for cards, you think about me. So
There you go. There you go. So, all right. Yeah, no, we're really excited to have you back on the show. How's your Hearthstone been since the expansion?
I've been playing a lot. This expansion has hit a button with me that I absolutely love it, and we'll talk about a little bit about it later. But I just love this expansion. Like, it's completely off the wall bonkers. There's some stuff that's a little too good. We'll talk about that. and it's just hit the right area. It's the fact that there's good Warlock decks that I can play in standard and just have a good time.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm doing.
And be competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's awesome. I've been playing a little bit of Battlegrounds this week. I've not had a whole lot of spare time this week. I did get my Alliance shield, so I'm super stoked with that.
I'm incredibly jealous. I mean, I saw the pictures, I saw the cheese board, and I'm like, oh, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, this expansion has definitely, as you said, hit a little different. I have absolutely been loving the whole theme and feel to this expansion. So, this is probably the most fun I've had in Hearthstone in a while.
Yeah, agreed.
So, yeah, no, it's a good place to be. It seems like a lot of people, especially on Twitter, are kind of vibing that same way. That this is some of the most fun they've had in a Hearthstone meta in a while.
Yeah, I think so. I know a couple of people that are kind of overwhelmed, and I know they're a little bit like, this isn't something that they're used to. But
having so many viable options.
yeah, and I think really what happened when the design change, the mindset and design change, where every card they release now is good. And now that, like, okay, we're not going to make Yetis, we're not going to make vanilla minions anymore. We're going to make something that does something and has a place somewhere, and let's see what happens. And I think that's kind of where they're at right now.
Yeah.
And we're finally seeing that, like, with the core set, with 2 years of design like this, it's been great. I've been loving it. It's a blast.
It's definitely.
I just can't stop playing.
Yeah, so. Definitely some of the most fun I can remember having in quite a while. So we got just a little bit of news to talk about this week. And then, as Matt alluded to, we have a Warlock deck that he is going to so expertly pilot for us this week. And so let's jump right into it. So as we have mentioned the last couple of weeks, we do have another small update on the whole Activision Blizzard situation. It seems that this week the shareholder investment group released a letter demanding some changes at Activision Blizzard, specifically in the management area, after what's considered their inadequate response to the issues. Matt-at-Arms, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it looks like a group of shareholders actually were kind of upset that the stock price took a nice little nose dive shortly after everything was released. And in the fact that, like, there's things like, especially, that nothing has been announced at all since the walkout, honestly. No changes in executive pay because Bobby Kotick is making all the money in the world for some reason. Because he's the CEO, he can do what he wants. You know, the fact that Wilmer Hale, a law firm, is involved and they're known for union busting is not great. Um, you know, and also the fact that there's not a whole lot of diversity. There's, bonus clawbacks, you know, company-wide review. You know, there's none of this has been done yet, and the people that matter most to the people that run Activision Blizzard, their shareholders, they're bringing it out. So we'll see if anything comes of this. Who knows? But it's going to be a slow process, quite honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not something that's going to happen overnight or even over the course of a month. This is going to be a many months process ahead of us. You know, people were talking about all the changes to the leadership in some of the groups, but what people aren't talking about is that this still has to go to court. This is still a long, long way from being resolved. It's just going to have to play out. You know, it will play out in the courtroom and in the court of public opinion. So,
yeah, and honestly, if personally, I'm still kind of on the fence of giving Blizzard money right now because, but I want to support. I want to basically what I want to do. I just want to send Team 5 money.
Yeah.
I just want to send can I send a check to Ben Lee for what I need? And then he can distribute it however.
So yeah, that's my thing is while I was kind of in that same situation for a little while. I was thinking, man, I don't really want to give Blizzard money, but then I was thinking, you know what? I still know quite a few people that work at Blizzard. It's their dream job to work in the games industry. They just want to go in, do what they love, and be able to pay their rent. And if I stop supporting the company, I basically stop supporting them. Yeah. And I want to support them. There are a lot of people who are innocent in this whole situation that are just trying to live their lives and do what they love doing in an environment that's conducive to that. And everybody should be allowed to do that, and I want to continue to support those who are trying to do that. So I kind of was like, okay, I'm going to buy the new expansion, and I did. And then I bought the 20 card bundle pack this week that was like $20.
Yeah, there's like a whole series of bundles, and actually it sounded like there was a Quest-line of whale bundles.
Okay.
Where this is kind of getting off topic in the news, and I probably should have put it in the show notes, but where it started out with a $20 2 golden legendary or 1 golden legendary and 10 golden packs.
Yes.
And then it was like 20, and then there's another $20 where you can do, okay, you bought that, let's try this, which is another golden legendary in 25 packs or 10 or 15 packs. And there's also another one where it's like the third one was like if you bought 2, it was like, hell, here, try another one, and it's like $30 for like 20 packs, golden packs. So it's like, so they're trying stuff. They're trying to get your money, which if you're a Kraken, and actually there was a Kraken bundle where you bought 40 packs and like 4 legendaries, it was like $80. So.
Yeah. Well, I was still missing quite a few legendaries, and so I thought, I'll throw this at it. I'm guaranteed 2 legendaries, and then I've got the packs to open to see what else I can pull. And I pulled another one, so now I'm only missing 2 legendaries from having a complete set. I'm trying to hold off because at level 50 on the rewards track, I'm going to get one of them. And then I only have to craft one.
Yeah.
So
should I talk about my pack opening since we didn't get a time chance since I wasn't on the show the week?
How did your pack opening go?
When I got the basic pre-order. So I got the $50 bundle I spent like as soon as it came out. I won a bundle off HS Replay,
awesome.
The mega bundle. So opening day I cracked open those 5 golden packs.
Yeah.
First one had an Athrazon in it, the Warlock Legendary.
Uh-huh.
Second one had Benedictus in it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Plus I got the 4 legendaries, you get.
Yeah.
From the bundles. my pack opening, I averaged about a legendary every 10 to 15 packs.
Wow,
I
that's
like
fantastic.
So I literally went into the expansion, opened up all my packs. I was missing 4 legendaries.
Wow,
I didn't even touch my gold
that's
yet.
awesome. That's
So I
awesome.
spent about 3,000 gold and finished off the set.
Well,
And
I know I told.
I have a Diamond Benedictus now. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I know I
and a
finished.
gold.
I mentioned it on the show last week. I opened 192 packs, so the
Good
two
lord.
bundles plus 50 packs worth in gold, and I was still like 5 legendaries short. No, I was more than that
Hmm.
because I then got some more off the. Yeah, so no, it was really like it was not good for me this time, but that's okay. I've had really good pack openings in the past, so I was due a
Yeah.
bad one.
Yeah. So everybody who had bad luck on their pack opening, I apologize. I had all the luck. So
So let's jump back into the news here. We just got done talking about the shareholders, but there's also been a couple members of the Diablo 4 team who have actually left Blizzard as well, including game director Luis Barriga. Barriga, yeah, and
yeah.
lead designer Jesse McCree and World of Warcraft designer Jonathan LeCraft. So these were names we had heard in the past.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Louis Barraga is new. Is reasonably new. He's only been there for like a year. He came on somewhat recently, so I'm not sure if he's tied to what happened previously. Jesse McCree was, if the name sounds familiar, he is. That's who the character from Overwatch is named after. He was involved in that whole Cosby Suite
Mm-hmm.
incident. Um, and I'm not sure what the World of Warcraft designer, if he was, and the whole World of Warcraft team has kind of been roped in the whole thing. This whole thing has been kind of the source of a lot of this too.
Yeah.
So, he might be involved in that too. But I don't want to speculate too much. But
Well,
yeah,
it actually says World of Warcraft designer Jonathan LeCraft and Corey Stockton, currently a lead game designer for Blizzard, were also pictured in the suite.
right, okay.
So yeah,
So yeah, things are changing. A lot of people are being let go. Sounds like it's you know it's the culture at Blizzard. From the outside was amazing, but from the
mm-hmm.
inside it seemed really gross.
Yeah,
And it's part of them kind of maybe trying to make things better there. We'll see.
yeah, yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, back to a little more exciting Hearthstone news.
Yes.
We did get a tweet from Alec Dawson this week that said, no constructed balance changes this week. Target is early next week. So, if you guys are listening to this on the download on Monday, probably expect some balance changes tomorrow or Wednesday. He says the meta has been evolving quite rapidly since United and Stormwind launched and will be finalizing decisions in a few days. So, Matt, what do you think we could see in these balance changes?
Well, first of all, I just want to applaud the team for deciding to take another weekend on this, just to see how the data shakes out, because this meta is constantly moving. It's like the deck I initially had another Warlock deck to play earlier this week, and then like Wednesday or Thursday, I'm like, no, we're playing this. This is better.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like looking forward to seeing what that comes of this. I'm kind of glad they're taking their time. We'll probably get an idea of what they'll. No, we'll probably get a tweet late Monday with what's going on, and then we'll get the patch notes sometime Tuesday with the patch.
So let me ask you this: if they're taking this long to do the patch because they kind of like where the meta is, do you think this could be standard changes at all? Could we be seeing them take this long because maybe the changes they're going to be making are to Wild actually?
Well, the biggest issues with Wild are also standard cards. Like I expect Darkleer to go to a 3-mana 3/4, back to a 3-mana 3/4, but keep the mana regen at 1. That's the biggest thing. Maybe Flesh Giant might get touched. I think when looking at looking ahead as well, we got some data from the first week of the expansion. Hunter's really, really good. Play Face Hunter. It's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like maybe Wolpertinger might get nerfed. Incanter's Flow has been like everybody's been screaming for Incanter's Flow for a while. It's probably going to get touched. Those are my big three: is Darkglare, Golkar, and Incanter's Flow.
Okay.
That I think are going to get touched.
Okay.
That's just me, but we'll see. The other big one, Battlegrounds Battlemaster with 5 mana 5/5. That gives adjacent minute whip. That card could be 7 and be fine.
Okay.
And that card is basically, in my opinion, like Corridor Reaper in the set. It's ridiculous. Or Lothab, if you
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah, as Matt said, stay tuned. We should know something here pretty soon on these constructed balance changes. That also brings us to our discussion about the week 2 meta. We've kind of been touching on it a little bit throughout this show as we talked about what we were playing. But at Sky_TDing on Twitter released a infographic that talks about the best standard decks for United in Stormwind on launch week. And, of course, we're just wrapping up week 2 of the set. So, is there anything on this list that actually surprises you, Matt-at-Arms? I'll run down the list real quick. So, this is all ranked by win percentage. Highest to lowest. Aggro Hunter. Elemental Shaman. Hand Buff Paladin. Aggro Elemental Shaman. Rush Warrior. Quest-line Handlock. Spell Token Druid, Aggro Shadow Priest, Poison Rogue, and Questline Shaman. So, is there anything that just jumps out at you?
Aggro Hunter at 58%. That's pretty good. 60% on the coin, 55. I'm sorry, 60% on the play, 55 on the coin. That's pretty good. So that's why I think Hunter is probably going to see touch. This is also, he says from the first week. United in Stormwind launch week, so from Tuesday to probably Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea of when this is. Yeah, so Tuesday at noon or Tuesday at 1:00 to the following Tuesday. Shaman doesn't surprise me at all. Hand Buff Paladin doesn't surprise me at all. Poison Rogue being high because Quest is high on this list because Quest Mage was really popular. The fact that Quest Mage isn't on the list.
It's not on the list, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tells you a lot. You know, that deck is being held up by Incanter's Flow. So I think that's the biggest surprise for me. Aggro Shadow Priest is actually a real deck. I'm kind of glad.
I'll have to look into that. I've not encountered that deck yet. But if Rasika were here, he'd be like, 3 Shaman decks in the top 10. I told you guys. I told you this meta was coming.
Oh man, I gotta ship you the Quest-line Shaman list. By the way, it is super fun. It's the closest thing to a control deck we have in this meta.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
But you basically finish your quest on 6 and play 2 charge calls for 10 mana minions that that double them up. It's sick. It's super fun.
Yeah, you should post that in the deck list channel in the Hero Power Patreon, which you too can be a member of for just $1 a month.
I will do that after the show.
So, all right, So, we talked about the balance changes a minute ago, and you gave us your top cards. So, do you think that's really that? Beyond those 3, that the meta's in a really good place and balanced right now, or do you think they could do something else?
The meta's super fun. I'm not sure it's balanced. It's fun. I'm not sure fun. I'm like balanced and fun can be mutually exclusive. The fact that a lot of these decks are honestly kind of aggressive board based decks is good. We don't have any we don't have any like hard control, which I know a few people are not big fans of.
Yeah, I personally am. I'm a control player at
Yeah.
heart. I love control decks, and the fact that this meta is pretty much anti-control
Right.
is heartbreaking to me. I know we'll get back to a situation maybe next expansion where we have a little better situation, and we may see a reemergence of control decks, but it always feels like you have aggro, tempo, and control. Pick two, and that's your meta.
Yeah. Well, actually, this meta is really just aggro and combo.
Yeah.
Those are your two. And control doesn't exist because combo's way too fast.
Yeah.
Actually, if you watch, Kibler released a video today talking about the meta, and I actually agree with a lot of them because like a lot of the games you're winning by turn 6.
Yes.
Either either aggro wise or control or combo wise. Like you have your combo online.
Yeah. The only games that seem to go long are the mirror match Quest-line games.
Yeah. No, actually, not quite because I played a Quest Warlock mirror the other day. I was playing Zoo. I think we were both playing Zoo, and I played my Tamsin Quest reward on Curve.
Wow.
So,
okay. Wow.
That was certainly a game. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah. So speaking of the Warlock Quest.
Yeah. Speaking of the Warlock Quest, as we mentioned at the top of the show, this week we are going to talk about the Quest Handlock. Pull the deck list up here for you guys to see it at home if you are watching the video. If not, I will run through the deck list and then I will turn it over to Mattatarms to kind of talk about how this deck is played. So it is 2 copies of Raised Dead, 2 copies of Mortal Coil, 1 the Demon Seed Questline. Then you've got 2 copies Touch of the Nathrazim, 2 copies of Tour Guide, 1 Blood Mage Thalnos, 2 Drain Soul, 2 Unstable Shadow Blast, 2 Backfire, 2 Blood Shard Bristlebacks. You have your 1 Tamsin Roam. Then you've got 2 Soul Rens, 2 Battleground Battlemasters, 1 copy of I can never pronounce this. Anatherin?
Sure.
Okay.
That works for me.
Anetheron? I mean...
Anetheron.
Okay. And then you got 2 Baron Scavengers, 2 Flesh Giants, and for the second week in a row on Hero Power, 2 Goldshire Knolls.
that card's the MVP of this set, I swear.
Right?
So there's kind of 2 different mulligans. If you're kind of up against an aggro hunter, you kind of want to really get Touch and Atrazine, Mortal Coil, Drain Soul. For everything else, you really want Tour Guide. You really want Backfire. This deck is handlock. You basically try to get up to 9-10 cards in hand, and your stuff becomes like your Knolls, your Nathrazon, and become 1 mana.
And your Flesh
2 mana cards. Your Flesh Giants. Your Flesh Giants. Your Flesh Giants are generally free. Yeah. Free or super free. And Soul Rend is a ridiculous card against go wide boards. And you don't worry about burning a win condition because you play your win condition on turn 1.
Yes.
If you burn the other cards. A lot of times you don't really complete the quest with this deck because you tend to win with a board and stick a minion or 2 and then drop a Battle Master between them. Mm-hmm. And punch them in the face for a bunch. So that's kind of where this deck, how this deck wins, is just kind of control early game, tempo out some bigger stuff early, and then hit them in the face for Wind Fury. Like I said, you don't complete the quest a lot. This actually deck was initially by Zeros, SZYRIOS7 on Twitter. So this is his deck, and I fell in love with this. Just because this is my style of game. This is what I love to play. So,
yeah, awesome. I am very much looking forward to play. I love Warlock. Warlock's one of my favorite classes. And I tried playing the list you provided earlier in the week, and I just like, this is not working for me. So I'm looking forward to seeing this version and trying this version once I've seen it played by a professional here in just a minute.
Oh, somebody else's. The other deck, yeah, the other deck I was looking at this week, and it's very similar to this. This was No Hands Gamers Quest-line. The only main difference is he doesn't have the nulls. He has he goes for the Mithril Rod combos, and Mithril Rod always kind of felt clunky to me. So, and this just feels better for me. This feels better to me. He doesn't also have an Atherzon in it, and I have a golden Atherzon, and I'm going to play it. So that's the main reason for this.
You know what?
But I think this deck is better.
I think I have a golden Atherzon as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, well, I'll have to look here in just a minute. But yeah, all right. So that's gonna do it for us this week. We want to thank you for, or if you're joining us on YouTube, stay tuned as we are going to play this deck live. If you are listening via our audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOGamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. Matt, tell them where they can find you and what other projects you have going on.
So sure, find me on Twitter, Mattatarms on Twitter. It's spelled the same as it is down here, and also you can hear more of my ramblings about kind of Hearthstone things on Squelch.
That's right.
That's everything.
All right. If you do enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, you can do so by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/HeroPower. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power. That's for you, Zeroshio. I had to do it.
Alrighty. So I am launching the game right now. Now I have to check real quick before we start.
Seriously, it's
an important
cool
thing to know.
It's a very important thing to know.
What's the casting cost on that card? 7?
6.
6?
6 or 8.
Oh, I do not have the golden version.
Bummer. But you have a golden Dr. which is almost a bigger flex, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, my biggest whale flex is probably the golden what's his name? The 7/8 taunt that makes you give you random legendaries in your hand. What's his name? The villain from the League of Explorers. Rafam.
Rafam, yeah.
I crafted a golden Rafam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to live with this golden Il'gynoth. I mean,
actually, that speaking of nerfs, that might be another one that gets touched.
Yeah. There's been a lot of Il'gynoth antics going on. So,
all right, you want to go and start a game?
Yeah, go ahead and start a game, and I will spectate you. So you are currently, what is that, Diamond 2?
Diamond 2.
Right up there with our friend Ducharmeau and Mage of Death.
Actually, this was Mage of Death's last stream tonight.
That's right, it was. So I want to say good luck, Mage of Death. I hope you enjoy all this free time you find. All right. Fighting the spectate boss.
Fine. I'll wait till hold off on my mulligan until you get in.
All right. So we're up against another warlock.
And I got the better portrait, so this helps.
Okay.
All right, so I'm keeping the quest every time. I'm going to keep Tour Guide. Baron Scavenger is probably going back in the deck.
Yeah, because it doesn't really help you until you have a few cards left in your deck.
Ooh, Flush Giant. That's good.
That is good. And Touch of the Nathrezim. Okay. So we're just going to quest on 1 and pass, of course.
Yeah, first 2 turns. Turn 2 is pass. Turn 3 is turn 2 is tap. Turn 3 is probably tap Tour Guide.
Yeah. So he played his quest on turn 1. So it's right now kind of looking like a mirror match.
Yep. This is the waifu slayer, so this is,
That's very true.
he's playing the zoo.
Okay, so he's going to Bloodbound Imp.
All right.
So turn 3, we're going to life tap Tour Guide.
Turn 4 is going to be tap, probably Shadow Bolt. When we tap next turn, we'll complete the first phase of the quest.
Yes.
Giant will be 4. Stable Shadow Bolt probably going to hit this guy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what he plays.
Okay.
I might just drop Flesh Giant because I have the Raised Dead in hand.
So he attacked face, and he's going to tap. So we are at 24. He is at 23.
He Flame Imp and completed the first set of the...
He is, yeah, he's just ahead of us. We draw into Drain Soul, and so we're going to tap first.
We're at 7.
Complete our quest.
Or Flesh Giant. Now, we have kind of an option here, and I think I'm going to roll with it. I'm probably going to play the Goldshire Knoll and clear the board.
Okay.
So I'm going to Knoll. So now we actually have board. And our Flesh Giant's now 3 mana because the Nazarene healed us for 4.
Mm-hmm.
So... maybe Backfire. I'm going to play Backfire.
We have to draw a Backfire first. So he's going to Tour Guide.
All right.
We draw into Tamsin. Okay.
So, a couple options we can do here. We can bump our Tour Guide's Raised Dead. That'll give me a Tour Guide and a Knoll back, and put my Flesh Giant down to 2. I tap, that gives me 8, 9 cards.
Yep.
And that puts our Flesh Giant down to 1, and we'll have enough. So I think we'll do that. Let's tap for...
That sounds good.
We're at 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I
forgot. Yeah, I forgot to trade first.
Still probably Frost Giant. Would have.
Yeah. Would have probably been easier for him to remove the Knoll with the 4 health. So he's in a Dark Glare. Tour Guide. So he has completed part 2 of the quest.
He's got...
Oh, okay. So he traded and cleared. So what are we thinking here?
Well, we're clearing this Dark Lair for sure.
Okay.
Options are kind of like Tamsin, Drain Soul.
I don't hate Tamsin, Drain Soul, and then Flesh Giant, but...
I don't want to tap. That's the other thing.
Okay.
Where am I? Because I want to finish because this Flesh Giant will be free.
Okay, so then let's tap.
So we're here. So yeah, I played the removal just to get a little bit ahead in the quest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
'Cause I know
we're at 3 of 8, and he's at 0 of 8. So
so if I can get this battleground battlemaster down.
okay. Well, that backfire helps get us there.
Actually, I think we hold on. Because this is 16 damage to face, and then he can't really continue his quest.
That's true. Yeah.
Just to get
Okay.
us closer to.
Yeah. So now he's at 4. So he's gonna have to play something with heal. Touch of the Nathrazim. Okay.
I mean, face.
Ha! There he goes. The 16 from the Flesh Giant. But in reality, it was the better portrait, right?
All right. Go for another one?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. That's kind of like you don't really finish the quest. You just use the procs off the quest to get your flesh giants down to 0.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, ideal world would play the flesh giant 4 and then win on 6.
Yeah.
So, that's a mage. This is probably one of your worst matchups.
Okay.
We really want to draw our cards. We really want backfire.
Yeah, yeah. So we want to draw quickly. Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, there's backfire. That's good.
Oh, okay. There we go. So yeah, quest pass on 1. Well, hero power on 2, backfire on 3.
That's the plan. Please don't have flow on 2. He kept 1 card.
So we're gonna tap. Pass.
Yep. So we don't have any, like, none of our reactive cards do anything. Like, none of our Mortal Coils, none of our Nathrazims, none of our Drain Souls do anything in this matchup. Shadow Bolt, if we get to complete the quest, is really good.
Yeah.
On one of our own minions.
So we're just gonna backfire here.
Yep. And we have Soul Rend is okay if they're playing what's the Apexis Blast.
Oh yeah. So we both spent our third turn drawing.
Yep. So I'm going to tap the 10.
Okay.
Play the first stage of the quest. I'm going to play this Null and Tour Guide.
Yeah.
Now that gives them a chance to play some of his free spells, but I mean we have to find a way to win.
Right. We got to get some damage out and on the board, and if not, then we can focus on our quest. And
I mean next turn if he leaves his Null up, we hit him for 10.
Yeah. So first flame on the tour guide leaves him 3 mana. Flurry to freeze a minion.
So he's done with his first stage of this quest.
Yep. Still got 3 mana. Primordial Studies. That was quick. He snap picked that.
Doesn't float. It's good. Oh, that's a Mortal Coil.
Okay. Yeah. We can totally Mortal Coil that. And
all right. So we're going to tap because it's free.
Yep.
All right, we're at 16 cards. All right.
I think so. Yeah, we're gonna Mortal Coil, and then play the Flesh Giant.
Flesh Giant. I'm trying to think if I want to do anything else right now. I think that's all I can really do.
Because right now
So
the only thing we have that's died is the tour guide, right?
the tour guide, yeah,
So we want to
and
get
which is
both of
fine.
these
Helps.
on the stack, on the death stack.
Yeah, tour guide's fine because it helps us get down to our really our Baron Scavenger and
Mm-hmm.
Bloodshard Bristleback, which Bloodshard Bristleback's probably not a card in this matchup, so I could probably just drop it out of my hand if I need to.
Yeah.
All right, that's the Frost. Oh crap! Is this it?
Now they got
That's
to
gonna be
do
a
one
lot of
more.
damage. They got one more mana. They haven't played Flow yet, so that might be. But otherwise, that's going to be 16 plus 20 plus 10 damage, 26 damage going to his face.
Right, right, yeah. And he's at 27. Oh, are we really one off?
Nope, he has Frost. He has Frost Nova
Oh, okay, okay.
or Frost, whatever the.
So we're
Okay,
9
there's the
off
snap
then,
freeze.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, snap freeze is fine. I still think we hit him for 10.
I agree. He'll have to deal with the Battle Master.
Mm-hmm. Solar End is useless.
So this is going to take him down to 25. So if he's smart, he will Fire Blast the Null and kill the Battle Master.
Yep. But then I can raise dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Battlemaster back.
That's what we're hoping.
Pex's Blast is sweet because I can. They're gonna coin out the.
Ignite. Okay,
Ignite. Okay.
that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Do we?
Oh. Jeez. Yeah, we play that.
Yeah. And now, Raise Dead
Yep, we raise dead.
and Battle Master. If we hit him for 16.
Sure. I like that. I want to. Okay, I'm at 9. I'm good. I was gonna get the Nathr's name out of my hand. I thought I was at 10.
Yeah. No.
I probably could have played the Knoll. Was that at 1? It was at 1. Yeah, I probably could have played the Knoll too. Like I said, this deck loses to Flow on 2, but we didn't get Flow on 2. We haven't seen Flow yet, so
That's true, yeah. Runed Orb. So that completes the quest. He gets Arcanist Dawn Grasp.
If they just play Dawngrasp here, they lose. So they need to play something to stop my board.
Trade and got to do at least 3 damage to 2 minions. What do you got? Your next fire spell costs 2 less. Fire sale. Okay.
Sure.
He's still got 3 mana left. But he's running out of time.
Oh, there's the Flow.
There's the flow. All right.
Well, how about another Battlegrounds?
How about another Battlegrounds Master and we just win?
Boom.
Excellent.
Got him.
Just like that. 2-0.
Yep. Let's do one more. Let's get to. I'm at 2 stars, so let's do
Okay.
one more star.
All right. One more game. That's fun.
This is why I love this deck.
This is why we love having you on the show to drive.
No, this deck's a lot of fun. This deck it takes a few games to get like your bearings on it, but it's once you get there, it's like oh, this and it's and I played the zoo. The zoo's okay.
Mm-hmm.
The APM version is. Ugh. Okay, Paladin's actually one of our not so great matchups too.
Okay. So,
Um,
ooh, this is a
I
pretty
kind of want to.
decent opening hand.
I think I want to keep this hand because we want to pop their divine shields
Yeah,
and
so we
and
got the
full
Quest,
rend.
Drain Soul, Touch of the Nathrazim, and Tour Guide all in our opener. So, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, their biggest thing is trying to get their divine shields popped. And,
Right. And we
ooh,
draw
back.
into Backfire. Man alive.
I'll take it.
Draw into a second Tour Guide. So, are we just tapping here, or are we going to Tour Guide?
I think I'm gonna tap. Part of me is like, I think I want to coin. No, I don't want to coin backfire. I just tap.
Okay.
Sure. Not sure what they're playing. There's our solar up. That's really good.
So, what about Tour Guide, tap, coin, Backfire to complete the quest?
I like it. All right, we're at what? We're at 9 cards.
9 cards, yeah.
Okay.
Oh! Well, there you go.
Got him. 3-0. 3-0, I'll take it.
3-0, yeah. So, all right, gang. That's going to pretty much do it for us this week. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions about the deck, send those as well. We'll pass them along to Mattatarms, and we'll let you know his response. Hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you haven't done so already. And as we said earlier, for more details about our patron-only Discord, head on over to patreon.com/heropower. And until next week, good gaming.
Bye.